Trumpets have sounded and the end is nigh, but have no fear, your prophet is here. I'm the Fresh King Benjamin, host of Vibing the Apocalypse, a podcast that uses comedy to bring injustices that I went through to light. I'm an escapee from a Mormon polygamous compound in Wyoming. I was taught that the world was a wicked, wicked place. But now that I've escaped, I want you to show me all the wicked things and help me catch up on what I missed out on. Check out Vibing the Apocalypse right here on Ride the Wave Media.
The following presentation is a production of Ride the Wave Media.
This is Game Related. With Just Blaine.
Here we go. Finally, we're here. I gotta tell you though, Game Related is like, I looked this morning and it's about 8 years in the making, I think. Some of this stuff, yeah. So yeah,
8 years?
Me saying finally here is a big deal because that's legit. This all came to be back a long time ago when I worked at Big Boy's Neighborhood, and one of the guys who worked on the show was Chuck Dizzle. Ryan, you remember Chuck Dizzle?
I probably have seen him, but I'm really bad with names.
Yeah, I think him and DJ Head used to have the Homegrown Radio show together. They still do. They still got Homegrown Radio. So Chuck Dizzle one day says, "Blaine, you love gaming. These rappers out here love gaming. They're always in here.
Yeah.
Why don't you start asking them questions about it, right?" I said, "Chuck, you're onto something." I started doing that, and the next thing you know, I was gaming with Offset from the Migos, with Schoolboy Q, these guys that I had no business ever meeting, really. So we did that for a while, and then I left and went to Apple Music. Well, I took that content with me because we never released it. Apple Music didn't want any piece of that. I played it for them. They said, "That's awesome that you did that, but we've got our own thing," so I still held on to it. Now I'm out here at Ride the Wave Media, which is my own venture here. So here it is. We're going to put the show out. You're going to hear interviews. You're going to hear us talk about gaming. Lots of old celebrity interviews, and we'll be getting some new ones too. On this first episode, I'm going to tell you right now, well, I'm going to introduce my co-host, Ryan McBain, good friend of mine.
Hello, everybody.
There he is. And we're going to talk about the state of play that just happened this week, because that's, whoa, holy cow, right? Like, that thing was wild.
It was big.
We're going to talk about a gamer doing a world first and getting hated on. And then, you already know what that story is, McBain.
Dude, that made me mad.
All right, we'll get to that. And then we're also going to talk about Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding 2. That's, I can't, man, that trailer, first of all, is over 8 minutes long. Who puts an 8 minute long out?
It was longer than that.
Was that?
It was longer than that.
It's crazy, but it went so quick, man. But let's talk about Ryan McBain first. This guy, you can find him at what, Twitch? You're Ryan McBain on Twitch, right?
Yeah, Ryan McBain on Twitch.
Been going hard for what? I'm a 38-month subscriber.
You should be longer though, by the way.
No, that's it though. I think I think you only been going for, well, you know what? You might have been a affiliate for only what, three years? Over 3 years?
About 5 years, actually.
That's wild.
About 5 years. It's been wild.
Consistent too, like consistent. This guy's over there cracking people up. Got a whole soundboard of just crazy stuff.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
When keeping it real goes
okay.
wrong.
Oh my God! And now he's got access to the audio feed for this show. Oh God!
Oh, you have no idea. By the way, I'm still waiting for those 50 gift subs.
From who?
From you.
Oh. Okay. We'll see. Hey, my pockets ain't that deep, Playboy. No. Hey man, but you know what? I gotta. So on my other show on Ride the Wave Media, it's a show called Radio Daybreaks. For the people here around Daybreak where I live, it's branching out. But we went to a retro game store just this past week, and we get into the conversation about nerds playing video games, and you know how that always ends up. But I just want to play this clip for you and see what you think about it.
I'm listening.
People have this misconceived notion that gamers are nerds. Nerds.
I was totally teasing you.
I know, but I'm gonna hit this because
it's very true.
I'm a nerd. I'm proud to say I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a derogatory term. It shouldn't be. Video games for me, and you mentioned this, Drew, about building the community here with playing Magic the Gathering. You saw my Destiny shirt earlier.
Yes.
I played Destiny almost 10 years now. It's almost 10 years deep. I've got lifelong connections that I consider my brothers. Like, I don't have blood brothers, but these guys would be.
Yeah.
And these people, black, white, Indian, Hispanic, they're from all walks of life. It's
Everywhere.
people I would have
Yeah.
never met anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got that connection now that I would welcome them into my home.
Yeah.
So call me a nerd. I don't mind being a nerd because of that. Because video games bring the world together
Yeah. it's
in
good
ways
on
that you don't think about. And that's right. That's right. What do you think about that, though? Is that right?
That's great. It's totally true. I mean, we used to play Destiny back in the day all the time.
Man,
all the time.
And that's what I was talking about. I was like, man, we would sit in an office. This is back. Me and McBain go way back. We go, what? How many years? It's back when NBC. We worked at NBC Sports together in the bullpen. Now,
Since like I think about 2012.
I think it was. And you're talking about me, him, a guy named Alex Hardy, who's doing a show on Ride the Wave Media also with Nick Ferguson, former Denver Bronco. That show's great. We would sit there in the bullpen for what, 8-hour shift, and then all rush home. Hell, you would even take me home, so I didn't have to ride the train.
I totally forgot that. I would have to ask you, Blaine, do you need a ride home?
And if
it was a concert there, or if there was like traffic, I'm like, dude, I can't do it, man. I can't go that way.
And that's it, man. But I was living in Hollywood, and you were living in North Hollywood. But the reason you'd take me home is because we could all group up on our headsets and play online for the rest of the night. We spent probably 16 hours a day together between being at work and being in a headset.
It was like a damn marriage. We just get drunk and just play Destiny.
Oh my God! But those were the days, man. But that's the relationships that live forever. Like, we could have been out going to the bars, getting in trouble, fighting. Who knows what else in there? But no, we
Dude's night out.
Dude's night out.
Dude's night out.
But no, man, we never got in any trouble because we were sitting at home. And then when the pandemic hit, guess what? We were prepared. We were like, what? Stay at home. We've been doing this for 6 years already.
We were built for this, man.
But yeah,
no problem whatsoever.
we were. But people still getting that bad rap out there, like this Tetris kid, man. You already know what I'm talking about. This Tetris kid.
Sure do.
This made me. I was hot. I was heated when I saw that a kid actually beat Tetris. Now, when you beat Tetris, it just freezes up. You get to a level, it's so high, the code can't keep up, whatever it may be. And there's also the arguments out there that people saying, oh, well, I beat that back in 1993. I just didn't have the video camera. Well, okay, this is the first documented time that the game has been broken. He literally broke it. This lady goes on the news, and what did she say? What did she say, McBain?
She needs to go out. He needs to go outside. I was just like, what? Okay, first of all, this is a great accomplishment because I didn't even think it was possible to beat Tetris.
No.
I thought it just went on and on and on. So I was like, wow, some kid finally beat it. That's awesome. And then, there's always got to be someone that hates on stuff. It's always that one person.
That one person that says go outside. And if you think about this, it's literally the first time a human being had done something positive, a positive thing. Well, positive, you know how I mean that. There's going to be people, I don't know about beating a video game's positive. It's better than some of the other negative stuff you can get known for out there. I couldn't believe that, man. A human being doing the thing for the first time and gets told to go outside. What if there was 6 feet of snow on the ground? The kid just happened to be inside. What if it was raining that day? That's what he should have came back with. Well, I just did this on a rainy day. But did you see the video of him doing it?
I never saw the video. I just heard about the story.
I mean, it's a pretty sweet video. Like, you see him, he's just playing, and then it just freezes. And he's like, he knows. If you're watching it just looks like the game froze. But he knows because this kid's been doing this. It's wild. But that reaction is fun to me.
Whenever someone does something amazing in gaming, there's always that person that hates on it. For example, like the game Elden Ring, which I love. Somebody beat one of the hardest bosses using a foot pad, one of those foot controllers. I was just like, how the hell do you do that?
And he got hated on. And they got hated on. Oh, that's crazy.
Exactly.
Man, that don't make no sense to me, man. Everybody's got their own niche, their own hobby, their own what they want to do. But you're right. Somebody's always going to hate on that. Wait, we're going to get haters for this show that we're doing. I can't wait. I really can't.
Hey, Come to my Twitch channel.
Yeah. Come hate over there.
That.
Come hate over there. Hey, what kind of games are you playing now on Twitch? I see you always mixing it up.
I was playing The Last of Us 2 remastered. I played the new free game Silent Hill, the short message.
We're gonna get to that. We'll get to that. That was from the state of play this past week. Let's talk about the state of play. Man, before the big ones, we got to talk about a couple of these other ones here. And Dave the Diver is making a move to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Might not be a big game to you, but that was a huge independent game that just kind of snuck up on people this last year. This was a game that was a lot of people's game of the year. Believe that or not.
Really?
Yeah. Dave the Diver.
I mean, like one of my main games, I play also a lot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love that game. I play that game to death.
Oh, yeah.
Love that. What else? The Outlast Trials.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I play everything. If it's fun, I'll play it. Hell, back in the day, Blaine, you and I used to play a lot of Friday the 13th.
We did, man. We liked the horror games. You know, we did a bunch of that stuff, and oh my God, you played way more than I did. Speaking of horror games, did you see where they're doing the Until Dawn is coming out with a PS5 remaster?
Remaster, yeah. Now I was hoping they were going to make a sequel. I mean, I already beat the game.
Yeah.
I was hoping that they would add like some extra like scenes, extra levels, whatever. But it's just, I mean, it's great. I'll try it out, but one of the things I love playing is the horror games that are multiplayer. Those games are great because you're both screaming and getting scared at the same time. And by the way, I scare easily.
Oh, that's not even joking there, because you can go check out those old clips. What was that game you were playing that night? There was one game.
PT. Oh. It was PT. Remember those PT?
Now, that was a scrapped Hideo Kojima project, I believe, right?
Dude, I still can't play that game. It's just creepy, man. Like, whenever I'm playing a game and you hear, like, kids crying.
Oof.
Like, babies crying. And remember this. When I was playing, you guys were in my group chat. Our friend Chiral.
That's right.
His baby was crying. So I was like, so I couldn't tell if it was in game or not. I was like, Chiral, man, I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything, but can you tell your kid to stop crying? Because it's scaring me.
So funny.
It's freaking me out.
I do remember that. So you said you just finished the Silent Hill, the short message. How was that? Did you get scared during that?
You know, it wasn't as scary as PT, but it was good. It was like really, really dark. It centers around like suicide. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna get some trouble for this one.
I thought so too. When I popped it on, when I turned it on, I did play the first little bit. When I turned it on, and I saw like literally 3 warnings pop up for suicide, and it had the number to call, and I was like, oh, this is about to be one here. Like, it's gonna be wild.
That warning is played throughout the game.
Yeah,
like they really hammer it home. They want to cover their ass. Like, look, man, we said like this is how it's gonna be. We're sorry, but about the game's scary. It's really creepy. The graphics are good. It's a little short, but it's free, so I can't complain.
And it came out of nowhere. But, I love when they do that.
Out of nowhere.
I love when they do that.
Dude, everyone was trying to get it because I was trying to get them on the store, on the PlayStation store, and couldn't download it because everyone was trying to get to it.
Same. I had to wait. I just had to shut down and waited about 4 hours, probably about 10 p.m. Mountain Time that night, and it finally started kicking through. But it was bogged down so much you couldn't even get in there.
If you went on Twitter, people were going like, yo, where the hell is it? You tell me it's out. People were getting mad because they couldn't play it. Like, dude, where the hell is it?
Yes.
No one could find it.
Now, I didn't catch this, though. Is this supposed to lead directly into Silent Hill 2?
No, Silent Hill 2 is just a remake.
That's a remake. Okay.
A remaster. Yeah.
That's not like a new version of
It's
something.
not a new game.
Okay.
No. And people are still pissed because people have been waiting for this game. I've been waiting for it for a long time, and they still have not given a release date.
Yeah.
Still, people are like, what the hell? When's this bad boy coming out?
That's crazy. Speaking of games people are looking forward to, Death Stranding. That game, Death Stranding 2. That trailer dropped. Oh my gosh.
I knew it was weird. I knew it was weird when like the doctor had like arms on her neck. I said, what the hell am I watching?
And it was like this new. I was like, that's the futuristic pandemic mask. There, we're all gonna have these little hands over our faces, and it's gonna be looking weird. That trailer though, there's a lot going on in that trailer. I don't know if did you ever finish the first game?
I never finished the game. The game just confused the hell out of me. I was playing it and saying to myself, I like it, but I don't know what the hell's going on. But like those type of games, like are just weird. Like it's just the whole story's weird, but it's great.
And then you know who's behind it. That's why it's weird. You got Kojima behind that, and he's going to be the master at keeping you in suspense, not letting you know what's going on. That's what he did, really. Death Stranding took me a little bit to get into. It's like we're talking about the first game. 10 to 12 hours before you really get into the game. I think it's chapter 3. You got to give it 10 to 12 hours and then get to chapter 3. And then guess what? The whole game starts, but it's all different than what you just did. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I even got that far.
You need to give it a shot. I think that'd be a good game for you to stream. I got really immersed into it once I got into that. And you're connecting these disconnected segments of the population, and you're doing it through this chiral network, and they've got all these other things going on, but there's so many different storylines going. You're building roads. You're a porter. You're just out delivering packages to people. So the new game apparently is not just connecting those sectors of the U.S. Now we're going worldwide with it on another chiral network. So I started looking at the trailer and seeing some of that stuff. And Fragile is one of the top. She's one of the main characters. Fragile. That's Leah Seydoux. And then Norman Reedus is back as Sam Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the two main characters that we saw. They might have hinted at some different timelines even in the trailer. I don't want to give too many spoilers if you haven't played the first game. And then, dude, that ship they were on, that was almost Metal Gear Solid looking to me, was it not?
The whole game, I'm like, especially like the villain, I guess he's a villain, the guy with the guitar. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this Silverhawk?
Yeah.
Remember that whole cartoon?
Oh my God, that's funny.
Silverhawk. But everything was great, man. Even his little puppet buddy that like first he tried to put it near his ass. Yeah. The puppet's like, really, dude? You could do me like that?
Now,
the trailer was like 9 minutes.
Yeah. I think if I'm not mistaken, that puppet, that's a main character from the first game. I think that is he does Mexican horror movies. 3 names.
Yeah, El Toro, something like that.
Guillermo del Toro. That's him. Right? I think that's him doing the puppet's voice too, but I'm not sure. But he's definitely in Death Stranding 1.
Didn't he also do The Shape of Water?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
That movie.
Yeah.
When that girl fucked the fish.
That's right. Won an Oscar for that bad boy, I believe. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to win an Oscar these days.
I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, he's
bestiality. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He plays a big role in Death Stranding 1, and then it looks like that might have been him as the puppet. But that ship was wild. It looks like there was even a cult that they showed. There was some like hooded people walking around. The guitar. The man in the red with a guitar. That was wild. And then the baby.
So
go ahead. Go here. Yeah. Go.
Yes. So like the guy with the guitar, is he from the first game?
I think
or
so.
Is he new?
No, I think they were hinting at that's supposed to be basically.
Well, you beat the game, didn't you?
I did, but man, I'm telling you, it was so wild. This could be. To me, this might be Amelie's soul being brought back in Higgs' body. So that's Higgs from the first game, I believe, but just in a new skin, basically. Like, that's the best I can say it. But he didn't have a guitar in the first game, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know you bought the collector's edition. I remember that.
Hold up.
So here we go.
Wait a minute.
Here we go.
I might just have to start putting BB right here. Like, have to save it and strap it to my chest like they do in the game. I should have started that.
You put that in your baby's crib.
I did.
I remember that.
I did. Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
I did, but
I don't think your wife liked that.
No, she didn't. But did you check out in the trailer, the baby is in here, and it has the black coming out of its eyes like the BT's had. Oh, man, this game, I can't wait. But they didn't give a date. They just said, what, 2025?
I thought they gave a date.
Maybe they did. I know it's 2025, regardless. You need to go ahead and get on Death Stranding 1 and play that through.
I'd have to go back from the beginning because where I left off, I was so lost.
Well, they got the director's cut out now, so it's worth starting over because there's a couple new missions and stuff in there in the beginning, and I think there's some crossover games that you can get some content from. You have to look into that too because it's kind of cool. Man, that's it for this week though. We've went on a lot about this. We're gonna do a lot of stuff down the road too, talking about games. We actually got interviews we're gonna play with people, like I mentioned earlier. Offset, Schoolboy Q. I even got O'Shea Jackson Jr. in there at one point.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Oh, I got a good one with Sean Paul. Sean Paul is one of the biggest gamers there is, and we'll play that down the road. But you won't believe some of the stuff that he told me. This was a couple of years back, but that's a good one. McBain, where can we find you again?
You can find me on Twitch. I stream all the time. I might even be streaming later on this evening.
Ooh.
Ryan McBain on Twitch. Drop me a follow. Hit me some
50
subs.
50 gift subs. Go in there and drop him 50 gift subs.
Yeah, because Blaine's already said he'll drop me 50.
That's okay. Crazy.
Yes, for Black History Month, by the way.
All right. Hey, you know what? There's actually one thing I forgot. We got a question from a listener. And I know this is our first show, but we did get a question. It's actually from a buddy, Bob of mine, that I used to work with. But he actually hit me up and he said he likes Dungeons and Dragons and all that kind of stuff, but what's a great RPG that he could play?
Oh, I got it. Baldur's Gate 3.
That was
He'll
my
love the
answer.
shit out of that. Dude, that's another game I need to play. But
Same, but
yeah.
But I hear don't play it till you're ready to get sucked in, man, because that thing is going to be immersive. Yeah.
It won Game of the Year.
Right? We're going to talk about that next week. We'll talk about Baldur's Gate 3 a little bit. But until next week, hit up Ryan McBain over there on Twitch. You can find me at Just Plain TV or anywhere right here on Ride the Wave Media. We'll see you next week.